Thank you so much for joining us at the first ever Digital Ignite. I'm Karan Nigam, and I'm joined by my colleague, Weston Lander. I am delighted to talk to you about the rising value of low-code tools and the ability for our customers to create and manage these solutions right within Teams. While low-code solutions have been present for some time now, we've seen a considerable increase in the adoption and usage since companies started working remotely. Customers are integrating these solutions right within Teams to run their everyday processes and simplify their everyday work. Over the course of this session, I'd ask you to keep 3 main points in mind. First, Teams is not just a hub for your chat and meetings, but a mature platform to integrate your apps and workflows, including low-code solutions. Second, while anyone can create these solutions in Teams, IT admins have robust controls for their tenants and can feel confident about the security of their data. And lastly, you can get started very easily today. You can create low-code apps, bots, workflows, and dashboards right within Teams. We want to make it as easy as building slides in PowerPoint. Now, there are some big fundamental changes that all of us are dealing with around the world, and that actually makes low-code a really relevant opportunity. Number one, every business is now a digital business. Whether you're manufacturing, retail, healthcare, or energy, everyone needs to be able to quickly adapt and create modern solutions for the changing business landscape. Changing workforce has a new set of expectations. It's expected that by 2025, 75% of the workforce will be millennials. This new generation of workforce are inherently digital in their work style and look for modern, cloud-connected, and AI-powered solutions for their everyday work. Furthermore, there's a ton of pressure on IT to meet the increasing demands. With ever-changing market landscape and new workforce, IT departments are constantly under pressure to move faster. Just to give you a sense of the change IT is dealing with today, we expect that more than 500 million apps will be built in the next 5 years. And the demand for mobile apps is growing 5 times faster than the IT departments can actually manage. Finally, there's a real shortage in the number of professional developers available to meet this demand. In fact, it's expected that in US alone, we will see a shortage of up to 1 million developers in the next decade. We believe low-code development is the answer for companies to deal with these challenges, and Teams can truly become a hub for these solutions in addition to your chat and meetings. Let me start by putting a finer point on what we mean by low-code. It just simply means the ability to create custom apps, workflows, or bots without really knowing the details of sophisticated coding or having prior experience of app development. It means that anyone with a great idea can build a solution for their team to solve a business challenge. At Microsoft, we think of Power Platform as one of the ways to address these challenges. So what is Power Platform? It's a suite of 4 products. Power App to build low-code custom apps, Power Automate to automate your daily workflows, Power Virtual Agent to create the ever-increasing opportunity of low-code bots, and lastly, Power BI for building rich dashboards and to derive insights. Now let's take a look at a video which shows the power of these low-code tools and what's possible when we integrate them right within Teams.
More than ever, businesses are looking for ways to be agile and save time and money. Microsoft Teams is a rich platform for work, offering so much more than just chat, meetings, and calling. With Power Platform in Teams, it's also a place where anyone can develop simple yet powerful low-code solutions that simplify work right within Teams. Power Apps is a low-code app-building platform that lets you easily create, edit, and publish apps directly to Teams, allowing you to simplify work across any device. Now, anyone can benefit from AI-powered, natural language-capable bots made right in Teams. Power Virtual Agents makes chatbots easy to create and scale across your organization. You can automate processes like approvals, reminders, and even robust enterprise-grade workflows using the Power Automate app. And turn your insights into action with a new Power BI app that lets you quickly find, share, and create data visualizations right within Teams. With Teams and Microsoft Power Platform, your opportunities to simplify work are endless, making it easier than ever to bring people together and achieve more.
Hi everybody, I'm Wes. Let's start off today with apps. Low-code apps built with Power Apps and Teams allow you to build highly customized solutions to meet a range of needs within your organization. Let me show you how to get started. I can go to the new Power Apps Teams app, and I can start building apps right there. And I can publish them to my team once I'm done. I can also go to the App Store and find a number of solution templates available to anyone. I use these to help me quickly get started. They're ready to go as soon as I load them up. The great thing about Power Apps solutions is I can customize them to my needs easily, right within Teams. Just to show you, for instance, I can change this simple color, or I can change the size and location of this picture. I can continue to customize these apps to make sure it fits the needs of my company and adapts as those needs change. Apps are one of a few great ways Teams and Power Platform can transform how work gets done. Increasingly, we're seeing customers looking to use chatbots to improve their business processes. Using a chatbot is a natural extension of what you are already doing in Teams, conversing and collaborating with your colleagues. And bots are great because they can answer questions, locate important information or resources, or even take actions requested by users. Let me show you one bot that my IT team built to handle support requests. I'll simply start a chat with TechBot and let it know I've been having some trouble with my speakers on my laptop. Thanks to a new capability, the bot even knows who I am and knows details about my devices. For example, it asks me if the issue is with my Surface laptop or my Surface tablet. I'll simply select my laptop and state that I'm having issues with my speakers. It looks like the bot has recommended a troubleshooting guide that I can take a look at. If I'm continuing to have trouble, it also offers me an option to book an appointment with one of our in-house IT experts. But the guide is actually all I need to fix my issue. We've found that chatbots like this can take a lot of pressure off of functions like IT and HR. Many questions are issues that can be resolved by the bot. The bot I just showed you is built with Power Virtual Agents right within Teams. I can go into the Power Virtual Agents app and edit my bots using this approachable no-code interface, and I can easily deploy these bots to my team or my organization. More people can now start building and using low-code bots because Teams users with certain Office 365 and Microsoft 365 licenses will receive Power Virtual Agents capabilities within Teams with their existing licenses.
Wes, thank you. You know, what's interesting is just a few years ago, we would need to hire a professional developer for building these custom apps and bots. But now we can do all of this easily right within Teams. At this point, I would love to introduce Bob Marioni from Office Depot to see how his organization uses low-code tools. Over to you, Bob.
Hi, everyone. I'm Bob Marioni, and I'm a senior software engineer at Office Depot. I'm responsible for SharePoint administration as well as application development using the Power Platform, Power Automate, and Power Apps. We have been using Microsoft tools for years and recently started using SharePoint and Teams to host our applications. With our working remotely, working with Microsoft Teams has been a great solution for us. We don't even consider it a communications platform. We consider it a development platform where we can actually develop the applications right on a team or channel, and we can collaborate with our business users, and they can actually use the application, give us input about it, and we can develop and chat without any meetings necessary. A lot of our senior staff really started getting involved with Power Automate and apps since the advent of running it on Teams, because these are developers that have been using their same systems for years, and they got really excited when we were able to push out applications very quickly. We had a recent application that was a paper application, and we were able to automate it on Teams, and it handles payroll changes, and it deals with compliance in many states, and we're able to handle that and roll that out very quickly and collaborate about it while we were doing the development. We have a guy here that's an architect who's been a 30-year employee who's excited about using Power Apps now, and we're working on a project with him as well. One of the things that's really exciting is the Project Oakdale. To be able to have the capabilities of a relational database behind Power Apps in a place and without worrying about the licensing costs associated normally with that type of platform with common data solution services. We're able to use those tools right on Teams, and we're really excited about the future using those tools. The application possibilities are endless, and we look forward to working, and we don't even know the stuff we're going to be developing yet, and we're looking forward to discovering new things. Back to you, Karan.
Wes, the next thing I wanted to talk to you about is automation. A lot of our customers are looking for simple and easy ways to automate some of their daily repeatable processes. Can you show us some of these examples?
Well, Karan, we've talked a lot about Teams, so let me show you how this can work with my other Office apps. One example is Office Scripts, which allows you to automate tasks in Excel. You can now easily go to the Automate tab and record actions. Let's say there's a process that I have to do in Excel every time my company offers a new sales promotion. I can use the action recorder in Excel on the web to record those actions. Once I'm done recording, a script is created that will repeat that process. Here's the script I've already created. If you have a bit more experience with writing and modifying simple code, you can use the code editor to further customize your automation. Once the script is recorded, it can be integrated into workflows using Power Automate. So now you have the ability to schedule a script to run a script based off a specific event, or incorporate the script into a custom message action for Teams, which is exactly what I've done here. Now, back over in Teams, you can see the custom message action, which I can use to update my Excel sheet anytime me and my team agree on a new promotion. This automation takes what used to require many manual steps and condenses it down into just a few clicks.
Wes, that seems really helpful. It seems like automation can really help us on an everyday basis.
That's for sure. The great thing about automation is that users don't have to complete as many time-wasting, repeatable tasks. Plus, it means outcomes are more consistent and less prone to error. The Power Automate integration with Teams allows you to create new, more efficient ways to get work done. Let me show you how easy it is for anyone to build an automation without ever leaving Teams. I'll start by opening the new Power Automate app. This is what I'll use to build workflows. You can see the app comes with automation templates and shows flows that I've already built. In fact, the new designer in Teams allows me to build flows with just a few clicks. All I have to do is select a few options from a dropdown and start building this automation. Let me show you another example of what Power Automate can do. Using Power Automate, one of my colleagues built a custom message action. I'll just click the right side of the message, and one of the drop-down items is the action that she built. In this case, it's to follow up on a message that was sent to me earlier. I'll simply click the extension, and a short card comes up for me where I can pick when a reminder will be sent back to me. This is great because I always find I get important messages right before I'm about to jump into a meeting, and this ensures it pops back up to remind me when I should follow up. You can also do similar automation through message actions, creating a sales opportunity in Dynamics, a work item in Azure DevOps, or a task in Planner. You can even schedule a meeting using Power Automate. With Power Automate, you have the flexibility you need to simplify the work that you and your team do every day.
Yeah. So Wes, let me get this straight. You can set up these follow-up reminders right within your team's conversations, right?
Yeah, you don't ever have to leave the conversation. Let's take a look at one more thing that everyone has to deal with: approvals. We're very excited to announce integrated approvals for Teams. Simply opening the new Approvals app allows me to request approvals from others, including people outside of my organization, even if they don't use Teams. For example, I'll go ahead and send a statement of work to one of my colleagues. It's as easy as that. And soon, you can even integrate approvals with Adobe Sign capabilities. It's also just as easy for me to approve requests from others. For example, a colleague requested that I approve the deck she's preparing for an upcoming review. All I have to do is check the slides in the attachment and approve her request right here.
You know, this example really resonates with me. You know, we all spend so much time going back and forth in emails to manage approvals right now. This will really help simplify that process. Wes, so let me ask you this. You know, with all this new automation and low-code apps, we're creating a ton of data. How can I leverage this data and develop smart insights based on that data?
Well, Power BI would be the best way to do this. In addition to the many ways to use Power BI in Teams that people are already familiar with, like pinning a dashboard to a channel, I also want to show you the new Power BI app. I use this as my hub for finding and using my data. I'll open it up for you. Here I can see all of the reports that are relevant to me and my team. I can use the Discover tool to find data that me and my organization need. This also ensures we're using consistent underlying data in all of our work. Additionally, I like to use the improved chat integration with Power BI. With this, I can share and actually open a report right in chat. Hopefully some of what I showed you today will be helpful to transform how some of your work gets done in your organization.
Thank you, Wes. Now, as I mentioned in the very beginning, we know that it's critical for IT admins to have robust controls and feel confident about the security and compliance of their company's data. To help with that, there are 3 things I want to specifically highlight for you today. Number 1, we're making it easier to see how Power Apps are getting used in your organization's tenant. Second, you can drive adoption with custom policies and permissions, including the ability to highlight apps that may be the most relevant for your company's users. And lastly, you can easily manage and control user access to these apps, bots, workflows, and dashboards. In summary, with Teams, we are committed to making it easy to build, manage, and deploy low-code solutions right within Teams. These new capabilities will enable business leaders to work with developers and IT to create quick and easy digital solutions. Thank you for making the time to join us today. I'd encourage you to check out these additional sessions to learn how to go about building these capabilities for your teams. And don't forget to join the Ask the Experts Q&A at the link below as well. Have a lovely Ignite.